keep going till my speakers can't blow. I'll keep going till my speakers can't blow. I'll keep going till my speakers can't blow. I'll keep going till my till my speakers calm. I'll keep going till my speakers calm low. 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 Till my speaker calm. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low.
Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been tested so much, all these restless nights, all these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a Benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of on my feet when I touch the ground. Front of 8 at Beijing, man, they know the sound. I know I made mistakes, but my mama proud. Fans scream my lyrics out in the background. They ain't know me then, but I'm hot now. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. It's life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. I'm faced with a lot of different choices these days. Do a rock and Rolex account or blue face. The whole world know my name off a mixtape. I still got the same brother since 6th grade. G-Wagon, red seats, we on Biscayne. Trips to the Florida Keys, we imported these. Thanking God for the life he afforded me. All this jewelry on my body, I could like the hood. I need a brown skinned chick just like Megan Good. Holding up every promise that I ever made. Music in the background, it's a serenade. Been rapping 10 years, boy, this ain't a phase. I paid dues, paid rent, and I stayed the same. I had teardrops running down my face. I've been through a lot, I had real pain. But thank God, cause we really on the better days. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. Life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. What's a life without sacrifice? Sometimes Sometimes you gotta thank God and just roll the dice. Pacino. Uh-huh.
The road to the top is a riddle. What will be my destiny? Money and fame are awaiting, but not enough is raining on me. Maybe I should give it all up. How much more can I take? Out here singing to the heavens. When I gonna get my break? I can run this town. Oh. I can run this town. Oh, I can run this This is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like a takeout.
ESL presents ESL Challenger League in partnership with Intel, Acer Predator, DHL, and Kidia.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL Challenger League Season 50. We are over in the European region. We just crowned our third champion, or, well, not quite third champion. I was going to say our third cup champion over in the Asia Pacific region. So I can't say third champion, as Rare Atom now are actually the only team across Europe, South America, and North America to be a two-time winner, which is really exciting. I think in Oceania, there's been a bit of farming from the Semper team.
Semper.
Yeah, they've been farming up. But we're over in Europe now, and it will be myself, Freddie or Grimmy Runner, I can't say my own name, joined alongside the beautiful, the majestic, the masterful Hayes. How you doing today?
Bro, after you gave me such a nice intro, I just can't clap at you whenever, you're stumbling over your own name. I
can't say my own name.
I was going to totally go in on you there, but you were just so lovely with the intro. You know what, Freddie? We could just have a loving cast today, man. We don't have to cast aspersions at each other and bully one another. We can just, you know what? It's a Friday evening. Friday's the day of love, I reckon. So let's keep it nice and friendly, I think.
Day of love. I'm loving that. Unfortunately, there's no love on the server, as we have this really exciting game. I can't say I expected this so late on in the tournament. We are in the lower bracket finals, so we're down to the top 4 teams. Whoever comes through from these 4 will be a new champion in Europe, joining up with Partizan and... Not Partizan.
No, BC Game and Paravision.
BC Game and Paravision in the regional final. And we can take a look at the bracket. In the upper bracket, ESC, they went through and are in the upper final against Sangal. And now in the lower bracket, we've got a Swedish derby.
Yeah, we do. Both teams in pursuit of that spot in the finals, like you were saying, and I'm really excited for this match. As you can see, Johnny Speeds versus Alliance is what we've seen before. It was the upper bracket quarterfinal. Johnny Speeds were the team to knock Alliance down into the lower bracket, and they've now earned themselves a rematch and a shot out redemption. And I think this one is actually pretty 50-50. I mean, maybe I'll slightly lean in towards Johnny Speeds, but it's not like there's any drastic favorites coming into this, I don't think.
No, and it's always difficult. I was actually, we've been doing some interviews with players and some other broadcasts or whatever, and a lot of them will say teams from your own region are always the hardest to play because you all talk to each other. You've all come up through the scene together.
Scrimming.
You all know how each other play. So I think that's why it makes this game so 50-50 that just on paper the teams are even, but it's also same region. Like these guys all grew up together for the last couple of years and all know each other.
Absolutely. Some probably history in and amongst a few of these players as well, having played on teams together in the past, certainly competed against each other a lot as well. As we're going to get a look at what happened last time around between these two teams. As I said, it was Johnny Speeds who were able to get the win over Alliance. Let's keep those maps in our mind. Okay, Overpass, Inferno, Nuke, Overpass, Inferno, Nuke, Overpass. Okay, got it. Let's have a look at the veto now, and we can see if we're going to end up with the same sort of map pool, or do the teams decide to pivot elsewhere?
On first instinct, you're hoping Johnny Speeds, they would be wanting to keep the same map pool, but maybe they play some 4D chess. Do they change their map pick? Do they not go onto the Overpass? But no, okay, they stick on Overpass. Both teams won their respective map picks, so that's why we see the Overpass Inferno standard. And then the difference here, though, actually, no, there's no difference. Nuke is going to be the decider. It's the exact same veto, which is a bit of a surprise, but potentially because of how close that final map was, as it was 13-11, Alliance are sitting here and going, you know what, we could have actually won that.
Yeah, probably. At the same time, I also think there's a case to be made where Johnny Speeds, I mean, their two most picked maps are Overpass and Inferno. I mean, they got destroyed on Inferno last time, like a 13-4 victory for Alliance.
half.
I don't think it'll be, that's game over in the first half. I don't think it'll be as elementary again here on their second outing. I mean, generally, when you lose the match and you play against the team again a couple days later, you normally have an improvement, if not actually see the result going in the opposite direction. So I don't know. I still really like this veto for Johnny Speeds. I mean, they've got 3 of their most reliable maps in the pool. If they could just brush up on Inferno, they could stand a chance of a 2-0. Having said that, though, Inferno proves to be a bit of a fortress for Alliance, right? Like, they're on a hot win streak. Beat Eternal Fire twice. They beat ESC, best team in the world. So that's a great result. Beat Guns, beat Zero Tenacity as well. So it does feel like this one's destined for 3.
Yeah, I think there's actually a good asterisk to be had over that first win, because Alliance played a best of 3 that would have ended not too long before the start of their game against Johnny Speeds. They got knocked out of a CCT playoffs in the round of 16 by ESC in a pretty long 3-mapper. So for Alliance, you definitely just got to put that little okay, you don't want to make excuses, but it's good to understand they did lose a couple hours beforehand. It's going to throw them off their game, perhaps. But with this Swedish derby, what's really exciting is that Alliance, they made the grand finals in the previous ESL Challenger European Cup, but they lost to that BC Game team, which they had previously put down to the lower bracket. So they haven't been playing too well, Alliance, realistically. Pretty bad LAN outings when they went over to Latvia, but online and specifically in the ESL Challenger Cups, they tend to thrive. But no, not any tournaments, just these.
Well, I mean, I guess that does bode well for them then now, considering that this is the competition that they're in right now. I mean, I guess we've also kind of changed the perspective and the optics with which we look at this Alliance team, because if you go back a year ago, they weren't really on anybody's radar, right? They've actually made some really nice moves and some great improvements. I think 2025 has been the peak of Alliance Counter-Strike since they've come into the CS space, honestly. I think picking up Poi was a masterstroke from them. He just brings so much firepower. Era has actually been AWPing phenomenally well. I mean, both himself and Draken going, excuse me, up against each other. It'll be, two experienced AWPers that have played heaps against one another. Twist has been putting up great numbers lately as well. We've got 2 teams that are in good form and should be providing for quite a spectacle.
I'm glad you brought up the AWPing head-to-head, because for me today, that's going to be a real big difference maker. I haven't seen much of Draken over the last couple of years. He's been manning the fort on this Johnny Speeds roster. He's reached top 30 Counter-Strike, or not top 30 specifically, but pretty high, in and around. Yeah, on the VRS, if it was last year and if it was in the VRS, they were literally top 30. But they didn't really get any invites, and it kind of dropped away. They've rebuilt. And he is playing phenomenally, Draken, specifically in this tournament as well. And that's why it's really exciting. Era and Draken are both having just a great event, simply put. So especially when we go on to this into this game, Alliance, they made the grand finals last time by being some really heavy hitting names: Fnatic, BC Game, Ents, Monty. However, they need to see if they can get some revenge in a series where Draken outperformed Era last time around.
Alliance are actually the highest rated team in Cup number 3, by the way, with a 1.15 rating across 11 maps. So it's also maximum sample size. That's very cool to see the level from the team across the board. As I said, both teams in some good form going up against each other. We should get a pretty high level game. And bang on, Draken versus Era as early as the pistol round. Going to go Draken's way, but then the Julies from Poi. What a response. Super clean shooting coming through from him as he racks up 3.
You were literally just saying, Poi is probably the best proactive move they could have made, taking him from that eyeballers team, which, quote unquote, we saved him from a dead team.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That was something that got spoken to me that I thought was quite funny. Because I was like, oh, you know, Poi, great pickup. Yeah, you know, we saved them from a dead team. I was like, oh, okay. Which is amusingly enough also where Heap used to play. Like, I was just saying how these guys, you know, they all know each other. Yeah, because a lot of them have played together. Shved had played for Eyeballers. I'm not sure. Sapek did. Like, this is literally Eyeballers' retirement home.
I mean, and the thing is, these guys were cut from Eyeballers. Their Poi, it felt like more he was poached by Alliance from Eyeballers. These guys were like, with all due respect, like Eyeballers rejects, but they're actually, they've landed with their ass in the butter. It's what we say, right, in English. Yeah, they've clearly got some good things going for them here in Johnny Speeds. So it's just cool to see how they've been able to band together and find the successes that they have as of late. I think if we get both teams at maximum firepower output, I might actually back Alliance. You know,
I would.
Slightly more firepower.
But that's the thing, right? Is you're talking about firepower, and I think the issue I've had maybe with this Alliance squad is seeing those young pieces of Arvid, Upe, and Poi at times disappear a little bit.
You could say the same for the likes of Svedgehead, Sapik, and Heap, though. Like, I feel like you've got that sort of symptom on both of these teams. It's not just endemic to Alliance. I think I've seen it happen with Johnny Speeds as well.
Yeah, this is my first time watching this Johnny Speeds roster. And I think this actually might be my first time ever casting a Johnny Speeds team.
Damn, that's actually crazy.
Genuinely kid you not, seeing how they've been together for...
Been dodging them a bit.
Well, yeah. I think the tournament organizer was dodging them, which was kind of the main reason.
Not intentionally.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that they do play quite a few games in the tier 2 level. You cast a lot of tier 2 yourself.
Cast a bit.
I will say, and I know you mentioned it already, but Draken is playing like some of his best Counter-Strike at the moment individually.
Okay.
He's looking incredibly clean. Like you'll notice it. You'll see from his like mechanics and his movement, not just from the amount of kills he's getting and the stats that he's putting up, but the eye test really does check out with him. I think he's actually the best player on Johnny Speeds at the moment.
Yeah, when I was watching them, do you know when I would take a look at them last year because obviously they were winning quite a lot of events in that like tier 3 space. Draken was putting up some silly numbers back then. So he obviously believes in this project. No AWP for him. It's going to be on the rifle. And on their map pick, on the T side, they're going to try to get the ball rolling with a fast short take. A lot of utility coming in though to try and disrupt the CT side. They're going to ultimately exit this early conflict with a 2-man solid advantage.
Yeah, I just love the way that they look to try and play on the front foot, take the fight to Johnny Speeds. It's a statement coming through from Alliance as they get both the opening kills and walk away with all 5 of their players intact. What do Johnny Speeds even do from here? I mean, all they've really got to show for the opening in the round is a player in towards Lowers. Lecro, well, I know it's Friday night. He's waiting outside the club. Gonna have to wait a while before he can go in. Doors aren't opened yet. It's only 7 o'clock, Freddy. Who goes to the club at 7?
Trying to think of a funny joke, but not one that's not like
the doorman
offensive enough to say on broadcast.
Could say the doorman, you know, the waiters.
I actually went to a dance class, and it was like what the club was used during the day for it, and it was like, you know, when you're walking around, you're like, so this is what it looks like.
Was this Dazed dance class that you went to?
Yeah, I specifically traveled.
Got some samba going on there?
Yeah. Oh, I came out of it feeling a bit weird. I think he put something in my tea.
Well, nothing in this round for Johnny Speeds. They've just been completely mopped up. They've gotten 2 kills in 3 rounds. I'm not great at maths, but those numbers are easy to add up. 1 + 1. Yeah, nice and simple.
1, 2.
Yeah, I got there all by myself.
Well done.
Aren't you proud? Yeah, thank you.
Also, Upe gets his first 3 kills of the game there, and it was just... It felt like Alliance knew exactly what they wanted to do from start to finish. Like, there was no point in that round where Johnny Speeds ever just had a stepping stone or a foot into that. Like, from the opening short take to even anchoring down that B bomb site at the end. Alliance, they're ready, they're drilled. And now just got to make sure they don't mess up against the pistols, because they've done so well against the rifles. Don't screw it up against the Tech 9s.
But you can see that they actually have that understanding already with the way that they've opened in this round compared to what we saw in the gun round. Like they've got a good idea of what they're going up against. They're not overplaying their hand, not looking to try and take in any unnecessary early fights or try and get map control that doesn't really offer them a whole lot. More just playing conservatively, stacking up the B bomb site early on, maybe preempting a bit of a rush in that direction. And then as the round progresses, there'll be a rotation up here to join with Poi.
I'm glad someone has rotated, because you were talking about necessary and unnecessary, and this whole round felt very unnecessary to keep Poi so isolated on this bomb site era. That's a great shot on the heap. I don't know how he's gotten that, but then he peeks out and falls. So I was just saying, don't mess up against the Tech 9s, and that's actually kind of exactly what they've done. The T side have a player advantage, bomb down, and now a post plant to establish themselves in.
I don't know how I feel about this one. Do they even roll the dice in the retake? It's going to be quite difficult to breach back into the safe bomb site. Fresh molly into bank. Time ticking on. Bomb almost halfway gone at this point. You may have to just concede the round from here. It sucks. I mean, they've done everything kind of right up until Poise maybe overly advanced positions. Fedgehead gets another. This is too far gone. Arvid doesn't have any health. If they had a smoke, which actually they do, but Arvid is already heading for the hills. He's thinking, well, I got to get far away enough to make sure that the bomb explosion doesn't even kill me. And it is going to be Johnny Speed to open up their account with an eco. And they both still die. That's brutal. Brutality on the timeline.
Well, that's just really disappointing, and it's just unnecessary. Like, why is Poi getting so aggressive there with an AUG? And then why is Era being like, oh, well, I have to take the duel? It's like, no, you don't. I don't think you do, actually. 4 players with B for just kind of way too long. That's just quite silly, Alliance. So, Johnny Speed's first round on the board. This could be some momentum brewing up as they are... Oh, they're going straight B.
Oh, flashes over the top, completely blinding up Upe, who does a pretty good job to at least get a kill before he falls. Now the responsibility falls on Twist and Arvid. Got to make sure they don't trip over one another. Twist trying to use the smoke as cover. Arvid going to take first contact. Twist to provide the support.
Hey.
And maybe surplus to requirements.
That is a ridiculously clean hold after there was so much pace behind that original attack. And also this clearance of Draken. Unfortunately, Twist doesn't quite peak as the flashbang blooms. But only 1 for Draken. So we haven't been able to really see his mechanical brilliance that you were praising. And that's not because he's played badly, it's just because he hasn't been in a position where he can actually do anything. Same with this round. Upe does well to get 1, but it's this hold between Twist and Arvid. Like, that's just really impressive. And that's the second time that the B bomb site has held very firmly.
Yeah, it actually is impressive. I don't even mind the call from Johnny Speeds all that much. I think it's enough option to attempt in that moment. Good time to bring that sort of change up to the table as well, but Alliance dealt with it really nicely. The way they were able to stabilize with Twist and Arvid in the back of the bomb site was really what provided that foundation for them. And now, just got to make sure they don't drop the ball against the Pistols. Feel like we've been here before.
There's also... Yeah, hello.
It's great to have your company, man. Like, I was solo casting earlier. I had to do 2 best of 3s by myself. One of them lasted nearly 4 hours. One of the 2 was like a 4-hour... Man, I could like drive to almost the other side of the country. Okay, that's a lie. South Africa's much bigger than that, but
it's quite
I could get pretty close to the beach in
you casted
4
my
hours
boys.
Time. Kono?
Yeah. R.I.P.
I mean, they did get the win. They got the win, but they did make me want to pull my hair out a couple times.
They're in another game right now, actually, as well. They're playing in...
What actually really impressed me on that team the most, I'd say, was Borup.
Really?
Yeah, I know, which I was surprised by as well. I almost wanted to call it the retirement home, but Borup was like, yeah, he's actually still
he had a game,
strong, which was good to see.
Oh, Burmilov didn't. Okay, so that's kind of... So, Burmilov's normally, like...
He looked shaky. He's good on dust.
The issue that was with that Kono squad previously, when it was, like, wild loads into TLR, which had no firepower. Like Veggie and Kios with the firepowers. So since they've joined up with Captain Kirko and Burmilov, it's yeah, like they've added a lot, and the stability comes from those experienced players. But then Kios still has that third potential. Hold on a second. I've been waffling about the retirement home. There is time. No time.
No.
Okay, Bomb. There was a lot of noise going on. Sorry. There was a lot of noise going on between the two, like, bomb has been planted and the round is over noise. And I was like, which one's right? And
also, when the bomb's getting planted on the HUD, the icon at the top of the screen covers the counter.
Yeah.
Round, so
Heap dies off the time, by the way. So he's got 2k.
I saw that.
2.3.
I mean, saw him land a nice 1D equal 2 in that round, so gonna have to do it again here as Alliance have gotten off to a nice, strong start. Captain Coker does look good. I mean, just to cap off that conversation, he looks really good. The firepower in that team, and then they need Burmilov to be at his best as well. Like, otherwise, they will certainly struggle for.
His stats are nuts, though. Like, if you look at some of his stuff recently, like he is playing pretty legit.
Okay, however, I want to point something out to you here. Last time these two teams played against each other on Overpass, it was a 13-9 win for Johnny Speeds off the back of a 10-2 T-side half. What?
Huh?
So it couldn't be any more different for the time being.
I mean, unfortunately, if we discount that like one Tech 9 round towards A, which I'm putting the blame on like Poi and Era, outside of that round, bro, Johnny Speeds
is flawless.
Like, Johnny Speeds haven't just had a chance. And Alliance, they're the ones who have looked mechanically really clean, really confident, aggressive CT sides. They've never allowed the T side to breathe, but it also feels like collected at the same time. I know it's only 6 rounds, but I've really enjoyed what I've been seeing from Alliance. But Era, old man reactions.
I mean, he'd still out-orp you, no doubt, and he will eventually be able to finish off what he'd started. Arvid and Poi getting in on the action as well. Bomb still towards the top of the ladder, and it's just Sapik and Draken left. Minus Sapik, it's Draken, and at this point, probably got to consider saving the AWP, which just sucks in the long term. Johnny Speeds yet to show up here in this all-important game, man.
Sorry, I actually can't believe I just called Era old. He's 24.
That's crazy. The thing is he's been around for so long that it feels like he has to be like 28 or something like that.
I thought he was
just
way
a reflection
older.
of how long he's been playing for.
Fun fact, actually, he's won a UK title.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
He won it with Thomas, Adam 9130, Dobbo, and Beve.
Oh, I actually remember that team.
Neighbors.
Wait, don't tell me. Oh, was that their name?
Well, like, so that was IT. Well, there's also the core of ITB at one stage.
Sure, but I remember good old Adam 9310. Whatever happened to him? He seemed like a 9130 or whatever it was.
Went to Gamer Legion Academy and then stopped playing. I think he had to sell his PC. Then there was this, some stuff happened. They were playing for EXO, like a UK squad. They got scammed. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they got scammed, even though EXO were literally had like a team at EWC for like Apex. But yeah, they didn't get paid.
Lovely. I mean, Era used to play for Gamer Legion as well, right? Back in 20.
Oh yeah, they would have played for Gamer Legion together, would they?
Yeah, I think so. Would have been the last time Gamer Legion actually had a good AWP.
Dobbo, Era, Rusty, Adam, and Zero. I remember Rusty. God, that's a throwback. Do you say last time they had a good AWP?
Yeah, I'm surprised it just went over your head.
Yeah, that was, bro. Do you know what someone said actually really recent? You know, Unshark? It's like Gen 1, I think.
Unshark, the French guy?
Yeah, he like called out Maui and was like,
I saw
there's 3 AWPers in like 3 months. And I was like, there's definitely bias because he's Kersey's mate. But I was like, he's got a point. Like 3 AWPers.
He does, but
months,
if you just watched Kersey playing the game, I mean, it's not like it was a systemic problem that he wasn't contributing with the AWP, mate. Like, he was missing shots that you have to hit. That can't be on the coach or the system at the end of the day.
Yeah, how dare Ash not just like guide his hand?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I can understand there's definitely something, like some sort of a conversation to be had there, but ultimately his mechanics like weren't up to scratch, at least in my humble opinion, which doesn't mean all that much.
Yeah, but he could out-AWP you.
That's what you just said.
No, not Kersey, mate. Come on. I'm not even on my 200 ping.
Okay. Anywho, we should probably.
There is a game going on. It's almost like this is like the No Majors Club while a game's going on in the background and we're just having our own conversation.
We're like a No Major Club from Wish.
Temu, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Well, it's just because this game is like, I'm not gonna lie, Alliance is just.
It's been flat.
Like Alliance is just.
Yeah, it's been flat.
And then like the last round was just, oh, got 2 kills save or whatever. And it was like, okay.
Could be here. Have a look at this Poi on the front lines. Could get overwhelmed himself.
That's
and
so nice.
Havadu combine. Job's not done completely just yet. Oh, Draken, that looks very risque, relying on the no-scopes. Poi is full of confidence. My god, 13
on the deagle.
Might not be done just yet either. Well, he'll share the spoils with Era. That's a quad kill. Has he not gotten 3 quad kills on Overpass already?
What, was there a pistol round? He got a quad kill?
I need to check this out. Yeah, quickly.
So minimum 2.
There.
You are on the money with something.
He's gotten 3 quad kills.
When was...
Okay, pistol round was a triple. Sorry, triple in the pistol, quad in the anti-eco that followed.
Oh, God.
And a quad kill here as well.
I love it as well how he just never reloads his rifle. Like, he's just going, screw it, deagle. We're going for the triple boost. This is very Swedish and Overpass. Going for the cheeky little boosts. This one's to peer in towards middle and and playground. Can you see playground from here? Let's see.
You don't see this one all that often. This is I don't know if I've seen this one before. I know there's a lot of these like weird triple boosts you can do around Overpass. This one's new to me.
Yeah, so you can see them if they come out mid and then playground, I suppose.
I don't. You mean party?
Party, yeah. So party and out mid. And then also maybe out long, but hey.
I don't know, like when you're dominating this half, like the CT side like this, is it necessary to go for those gimmicks?
I would say yes, just because the gimmicks have actually been what's working out for them so far. Like they've been playing aggro gimmicks, but Era this time, there ain't no gimmicks about it. They had the jump on him. They caught him with his pants between his ankles, and Era just absolutely owns them. Issue is, it gets dished right back. A nice little short back and sides. Draken joined now by Shvedhead. This goes from, look at us, we're owning, no one can touch me, to all of a sudden, it's a 3 versus 2, and joint speeds have the advantage.
Annexations. Yeah, just too many re-peaks coming through from Alliance unnecessarily, man. I mean, just probably a bit complacent because
very
of how much
confident.
they've dominated these rounds. And now it's going to be down to Twist over on the save bomb side, all by his lonesome. Upe going to be trying to commit to the flank. Twist trying to get ahead of the round. He does drop the first. There's not much time left on the clock. If Twist gets another, it would be detrimental. Upe's flank is activated. He's dropped the bomb carrier indeed. Draken recovers the C4 straight in towards the truck. And Upe looking to track and trace. Might be in a more advanced position than what Draken anticipates as he slides on back through the smoke. But it's going to be a double dip back onto Optimus. Spotted. Upe spraying, not connecting. But he will still get the kill anyway to save the round for Alliance.
I'm sure that was a headshot or not, but either way, hey, Upe clutched up the 1v2. Very nicely done. Plays with a lot of confidence in that clutch scenario. And yeah, I agree. Look, that Poi 4K with the Deagle 2 rounds ago, like, that is overconfidence and complacency working out. In this round, unfortunately, for Alliance, they're just utter brawn and them fighting forward like they have been doing. I don't necessarily blame Era for going for that repeat onto Draken, because you've just naded and mollowed him, and he was holding for the mollow to like push Draken out, but the mollow missed. So that was the issue, was the fact that they peeked on someone who they thought was having to be out of position, but he didn't. And on top of that, he also mechanically does hit those really nice shots you were hitting. What probably is the issue was the third player. Was it Arvid on the bomb site? Whoever it was, Arvid or Poi, that's probably the issue of like, yeah, maybe shouldn't have been peeking from sight and giving the third kill away to Shvedhead. That was probably where the issue I would draw.
Yeah, I don't think it was Era's mistake. He had already done very well. I mean, he wasn't going to be able to fall back. The second guy who just immediately tries to fight as well, like you say, the third one was where it was just too much, but thankfully their blushes are spared. Do you notice how Twist actually plays his position as well? He doesn't just hide. He realizes he's got to try and catch them while they're pushing onto the bomb site. So it's just a nice bit of initiative being taken by him. And then he just stifles the attack enough for
100%.
Upe. I can't even remember.
I think it was Upe.
Clutch, right? Or yeah, he comes around and he gets the kill to drop the bomb carrier, and then even able to finish off the job from there. 8-1 Alliance running away with this. At least Johnny Speeds can eke out another buy here off the back of the round loss bonus and the bomb plant.
Nice opening kill for Era. Easy peasy. That was boosted on... He was...
And lags, I think.
Yeah. Gets boosted up and peers into connector. Unlucky Draken. You were singing his praises. And I'm going to repeat what we said like 5 rounds ago. Dude just hasn't had the opportunity to do anything. But right now, look at this from Heap. He's got a timing. Issue is, Era's just jump peeking. So Heap has this nice timing, but he is just gonna get spotted.
Problem is, have a look at Poi's position. He could just kind of gut this round from the inside out if they don't hard clear him. Nobody's gonna be coming through from long. Do they go to clear out bathrooms before they commit A is the question.
They should know that he's here. They all seem aware of it. Just like how Poi is aware of people being in toilets. And it looks like they're not going to clear him out, but Era's going to fall. It all rests on Poi. Bomb carrier passes the test. That was terrifying. And this A bomb site does not stand the test whatsoever. Rotations equally frail as Twist and Upe probably just have to save this round.
This off the back of an opening kill where they take Draken down in the first couple seconds of the round. So it's actually a very good recovery from Johnny Speeds and really good awareness there from Lekro as well. Not to get caught off by a Poi's position, because if Poi gets that kill, drops the bomb carrier, retreats back through long to the bomb site, like it could be a completely different round at that point. But like you say, Lekro up to the challenge. Johnny Speeds double up their round count. Now the concern is the last time these two teams played against each other, which is clearly just nothing relevant to go off of with the way we've seen such a big change up. But Alliance had a good T-side. They won 7 out of 10 rounds in the second half despite losing the map 13-9. So they have proven in the past to have a T-side that they can rely on. So already guaranteed 8-4 at a minimum. They're set up quite nicely. And also, Inferno's been a fortress for them. Like, I know Johnny Speeds are good on the map, but Alliance are great on the map. So if Johnny Speeds go down 0-1 here with Inferno to follow, that could spell a disaster. Does mean, though, that Johnny Speeds have to build on the success we've just witnessed. It can't be a round in isolation again.
Which is what's happened before, right? Yeah. I think that was... Oh, they're going for it again. Okay, triple boost. Is anyone even over really there? Heap... So, Heap has to go into party. Or can he be seen if he goes on the left wall? I'm actually, like, I know where this looks vaguely, but I just...
Maybe?
Yeah, so it's the...
Oh. Okay, not even. I just don't think it's worth it. Like, I just don't think it extracts enough value to commit 3 players to this position.
Yeah, it looks like it's the front of Fountain and then play and then party.
They're being so stubborn with it, though, man.
Yeah, well, they're gonna jump off and look at this.
He's heard this, though.
Yeah, Heap's heard all of
this,
it.
by the way. He's so ready. Just posted on the angle. Era's gonna be the one to sweep with the AWP. And they have been able to force Heap backwards, but I think he heard 3 sets of footsteps. They should be looking to go B.
Arv is coming down, though. Arv is already in rotation, and Twist and Upe, they've been so good on this defense. Util now being dropped. Molo's on short and Monster. And Johnny Speeds, they're trying to fight through the fire and the flames, but they get sent to oblivion. Still trying to commit.
Wow.
This is an amazing hold once again. The only rounds that Johnny Speeds have won is isolating Poi and Era on the A bomb site. Every time this B bomb site's been even remotely tested, it's actually ridiculous how secure it is.
Yeah, it's true. Upe and Twist have been fantastic over on the side of the map so far. Some phenomenal contributions from the both of them. Playing off of one another. Alliance immediately back to winning ways, going up 9-2. A stellar CT side on display from them. Everybody online, everybody chipping in. I mean, seeing Twist in the big old year of 2025 is really cool to see as well. Been a big fan of his for a long time. And he's really helping the development of the Swedish scene. It must be said that that's a big aspect of, you know, what this late stage of his career has been about. Boy, get out of there, son. Yeah, it's like he caught a glimpse. He's like, maybe if I just step out a bit further here.
I think that's the Johnny Speed's thinking, okay, so going towards B isn't really working. Do you just want to go A again? And yeah, they do. Short is being retook, so good control from the city side, but they got to rotate and move with this fast. Era doesn't realize this, but there's a lot of players on the other side, and they've all heard him. They know he's here, and they're just waiting for him to peek in. Alongside that, the flank's being held, but the flank does not get held sustainably enough. Twist doubles down, even though Era once again falls on this A-bomb site. Arvid's on the site and has replaced his teammate. Twist is on fire right now. This AK, it's red on the trigger, and Letcro isn't going to expect that third A player. The defenders reign supreme. It was a 10-2 half for Johnny Speeds the first time around on Overpass, previously in this tournament. Now, it is going to be a 10-2 half. But the other way round, Draken, a 1v3 is required with 15 seconds left. It's simply impossible. They run for the hills. Upe give him a little love kiss at the end. And unfortunately for Draken, he's just going for KD, but he won't even get that. A dominant, resounding 10-2 lead for Alliance, searching for revenge.
it feels like it doesn't really get more dominant than that. And the perfect reflection is the fact that the bottom fragger of Alliance has more kills than the top fragger of Johnny Speeds.
Oh. We didn't have to do him like that.
No, I really did. I really, really did.
I just did, didn't I?
Oopsie.
Oopsie daisies. And even though, as try as they might, that A bomb site, it loved to throw away opening kills and rounds. Johnny Speeds, they only went A twice. And yeah, they only went A like 4 times. When it was like, that's what's working out, man. Don't go B. But on the CT side now, Jesus. Draken thought he had a timing. Thought he maybe had his moment. Sapek not cleared. Sapek owns 2. Able to survive, get around the corner, but he takes another one with him on the fadeaway. That is ridiculous, and it's all because he gets overlooked. The Triangle of Death lives up to its namesake, and that's a 4K mimicking his counterpart of Poi, his ex-eyeballer's teammate.
Oh, what could have been had they just checked the other side of bathrooms when they walk through Divided. That's all it took. Just a little glance in that direction. By twist, he doesn't. That second shot into Poi is just gnarly there from Sapek. Just like a really good transfer of the crosshair. Just tapping him out. Like you say, walking away with a quad kill. Fantastic return. Great effort out of him. And now the full eco to follow. It's a long road back here for Johnny Speeds, but this is their map pick, and they have a solid CT side. So, I mean, if there ever was a CT side, you're going to be able to make a 10-2 comeback happen. Overpass is a pretty good map to do that, right? Maybe
100%.
as well. I think that the CT side of Nuke might even have more going for it than the CT. I mean, the CT side of Overpass more than the CT side of Nuke. Not by much.
Oh, of course.
I think I prefer. I think it does. Yeah.
Oh, I think right now it's not really being shown as much just because we're in a bit of a T-side meta, and that's just like in general, right? So every map's got less T-sided. But like if you think back to in Go, if you're on the T side, you got like 3 rounds in the half, you'd be like, nice, we got 3 rounds.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
and I think it's just taken some time to adjust. Like because of the T-side meta and because of the map being new, I think it's automatically not going to be as T-side as before, but in time, it's just going to get more and more defense orientated.
Yeah, I mean, I've been calling Overpass an 8-4 map as a standard halftime scoreline, and some of my co-casts like, well, actually, I think it's 7-5, and I'm like,
I'd be 9-3.
It is 7-5. I mean, 9-3 for me is like on the edge. I think 8-4 is 50-50. I don't think 9-3 is 50-50. I think the CT side will be substantially happier than the T side at 9.
Name drop the co-casters who think this map isn't even.
No, Freddy. It's okay. I mean, they know who they are.
It's like, do people play the game?
They do, but just not at the level that you probably should.
Like, all I have in my memory of Overpass is like, I don't think I've ever come back from like 14-1 or 11-1, because it wasn't Go for a little bit. I don't think I've ever come back from that as much than on Overpass.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Alliance would love to get something going here in this first gun round, so it doesn't feel like it's starting to teeter at any stage. AKs across the board, plays 2 for Masters, M4s into Norp. Chance for Draken to kind of show everybody what I was talking about. Come on, Draken, show the class why I was hyping you up so much.
Show and tell.
Do the thing. Yeah, do the thing, Draken.
It's like, go monkey, go.
I swear, guys, it's like the talking donkey in Shrek.
Yeah, you just have to like press the right buttons. Press my buttons. Anywho, Era's been naded down quite a lot. So he started off pretty rough, and Poi gets another boost up. Alliance do love their little boosty woosties. This time they don't get anything for it, and Draken, they're walking into his crosshair. A deep flash. Does it blind him? Absolutely not. Bye-bye, Poi.
Right, well, good opening frag found from Mr. Draken. You can expect a lot more of that on the CT side. And then off the back of that, they recognize, cool, no need to make any further plays in the round. I say that Draken is searching a little bit here with the AWP, but without one on the opposite side, it does give him a little bit more liberty to make these sorts of plays. He's also got a teammate in this advanced position. Heap has just walked into error. That's really brave, and it's worked the trick.
Yeah, Fortune favors that brave. And now the T side somewhat stifled. 25 seconds, they have to specifically rely on these kills. They have no utility, and Draken is able to get one before he falls. A very exposed position. Abed needs to protect this bomb going down, and he goes through a smoke right into the welcoming arms of Sapek. Upe, he's clutched up here. A 1 versus 2 on this very bomb site, on the defense, but on the attack, he gets traded out, and Sapek is having a terrific half.
Was that Arvid going through the Optimus smoke? Why has he gone and done that? I mean, like, the smoke had actually provided enough cover to guarantee the bomb plant. It wasn't
Just
in
had to hold.
to try and... Yeah, just had to hold, and then maybe even think about the post plant going back towards bathrooms or something like that, or playing off of Rupe, but going for a gamble push through a smoke, it's a situation that just doesn't call for something like that, is really taking an unnecessary risk. I mean, at least they get the bomb down, but didn't really give themselves the best chance there, I'm afraid.
Okay, 10-5. All of a sudden, this looks a little bit more sizable. You can put it into perspective, right? You won the pistol, you won the first gun round. You're like, okay, we can do it on the rifles. Ain't the cleanest, but we can still do it. Win this anti-force buy, you're on 6, it's a 4-round game. And then that feels way easier to approach.
It feels like a lot more digestible at that point, right? Nice flash. Upe will take advantage. There's more where that came from. He comes around the corner pre-firing with the Tech 9. Sapek will cut him down, though, so at least brings it back into an even numbers game.
Defenders split 2 and 2. I'm looking at Sapek. Is he going to stay on B or is he going to come up? Oh, wait. Lekro's rotated down. A name we haven't said too much this game. He's had a pretty quiet one. 5 and 11. And he's left Draken by his lonesome on this bomb site. That Molo is way too late. Ain't going to do anything. They're just going to run completely through it and around it. But Draken still is able to get one. And Lekro? What? How does Lekro die? How does Era kill him with a P250? That means Alliance pick up the AWP, get the bomb down, and have a man advantage in this post plant. Plus, this Molo forces Sapek forwards.
Yeah, this is quite scary. All of a sudden, Sapek now searching, seeing if we can find a kill back, but he's going to go straight into Era's AWP. Nice angle taken there by Era, not just playing too conservatively, kind of hugging the wall, but then still contributing to the post plant. Veggie does find that kill, though. Seems like he also knows that Arvid is in towards the bomb side. He has got a kit, but no utility. Trying to force the fight, but Poi, again, taking the initiative. Really good play being made by Poi to join up with his teammate and not just leave him out to dry.
Yeah, really good communication to also for Poi to hold the cross, but Arvid just not to swing, right? Like, it's so easy for Arvid to get cold feet and just peek out, thinking that he has to. But no, his teammates got him. Honestly, thought Era died behind the wall there. Not going to lie, that's why I exacerbated a little bit. But for Alliance, it's a team effort. Look at the kill, look at the scoreboard, and then look at what happened that last round. Like, everyone gets their kills, everyone plays their part. And Johnny Speeds, because of that, might be speed running a 0-2. And Revenge is a dish best served cold, but Sapek might have something to still say about this. Upgrades, attempts though, however, because Era, yeah, sure, that works, walks through the short smoke and trades out his teammate. And because of that, actually holds on to that control on that part of the map.
And has also drawn the focus in towards construction.
Look at Poi.
They want to commit 3 players to get the stack going. Boys, what is happening right now? They're trying to create enough space. Sapek. Eventually, they're going to be able to get it going, and it will net them a kill. There's a trade, and it's information for Johnny Speeds. Like you say, look at Poi. Poi the boy in the back lines right now. He's in the bank, and he's looking to cash in.
Top man. Easy pickings for him. Surely he doesn't whiff. He knows that 2 players are here, and he hasn't heard anyone rotating up. There's the first spotted, Lekro,
look for more.
And Heap is just out in the open. It's easy, it's clean, it's crisp. Double headshots being dished out, and Draken last alive. There is a rifle for him to pick up towards short, and I'm not sure if he's been heard just yet, but an AK collected. Molo, though, that's going to stop him, and that should allow for the bomb just to get planted.
It's going to be planted for heaven as well. It's going to be really difficult here for Draken. It might even be a world where he's just better off saving, but he wants to roll the dice, yeah. Going to give him a chance, and he even just drops the smoke on towards the bomb immediately. He doesn't have a kit though, so time is of the essence. Twist and Poi on either side. It's a very difficult crossfire to break. And he's just going to get taken down, broken out by Twist. Very good work there from Alliance and from Poi in particular with that big backstab play. I love that he kind of recognizes that there's an opportunity for him, and he has the confidence to just commit forward to the push, right, and realize that maybe there's a gap he can exploit, and he absolutely does.
I'm a little bit surprised at that, like, you know, because he's just taking all that space. I think he takes a lot of that control without really understanding that there was that 4-man lean towards B. So it's really just genuinely proactive from him. And then when he's so far forward that when his teammates get the information on B, he's already able to activate. So amazing from him. Poi the boy, I love it. That went hard. And it was almost as hard as he was on that round. 12-5. A 7-round lead, 7 map points to win out their opponent's map pick. And revenge is certainly the headline, as they got owned last time around on this map. They got slapped around.
Well, in the first half, yes. Not so much in the second half.
Not so much second half.
I mean, the map ended 13-9.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive to fight back that much on your T side of Overpass, but this is the complete antithesis.
But it's like this as well, though. This scoreline. If like Johnny Speeds gets 7, it's like, you know, may as well have been 13-2. 13-7, 13-2, it doesn't, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you. And this is going to be their best chance to try and finish off the job as well. Playing against this broken by 4 upgraded pistols and a scout is all Johnny Speeds have to try and hold the line. Necro 5 and 13. He is far better than what those numbers suggest. Everybody with a fairly underwhelming performance to extremely underwhelming performance from Johnny Speeds. Poi trying to chase down the scouter. Draken he's actually landed 3 tags there before he goes down, by the way.
And I love it. I just love Poi. It's just so funny.
This is still pretty difficult, though. Look at how little time is left on the clock. They haven't made the advancements necessary. Fresh smoking towards long, and 3 players over towards the same bomb site. I'm backing Johnny Speeds here.
These Deagles, they can rain chaos because of how low everyone is. But Twist and Poi stem the bleeding. Era coming through as the final prong from long. They don't expect that. And Sapek, all by himself, from winning out this Swedish derby only a couple days ago in this very tournament. Sapek, according to Hayes, wins these on 19 HP.
Smokes himself 4, pop flash, here we go, baby. Come on, Sapek, make daddy proud.
Oh, he's got a kit. He's got a kit.
He's got a kit. There we go. That's the change. So close.
He cut him down too early. Too early. I thought he had that. What could have been?
Yeah, me too. 13-5. I mean, we go back through some of the highlights now to just show the prowess of Alliance here on Overpass. I mean, I spoke about how when there's a fairly short turnaround between 2 teams in a rematch, and you've got the exact same map pool, I mean, it just feels like Alliance have done their homework coming into this one, and Johnny Speeds have paid the price.
More infrastructure around this Alliance squad, naturally. Johnny Speeds. It is a placeholder name. Like, it's you know, it's not an organization.
Not anymore. No, not anymore. They did end up getting some financial backing and support. They've got a decent manager now as well. I think they have actually, like, legitimized what was a mix into an org now, by the way.
Okay, so it's somewhat more legitimized, but 100% Alliance, they came very prepared. And I mentioned that they did have a game last time around, earlier that day, that Alliance lost to ESC in a lengthy best of 3 and then lost to Johnny Speeds in a lengthy best of 3. I don't want to say it's massively connected, but that is a lot of Counter-Strike in one day, and it felt like Alliance ran out of steam potentially. So right now, right here, it's already a change of the rhythm. They will be going on to their map pick where they previously won 13-4 with the map advantage. They'll be looking to go through the consolidation final. They want to make it back to the grand final of an ESL Challenger Cup. They made it there last season. They lost to BC Game. This is their time for redemption.
Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been tested so much, all these wrestlers nice. All these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a Benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of all my feet when I touch the ground. Front of 8 at Beijing, man, they know the sound. I know I made mistakes, but my mama proud. Fans scream my lyrics out in the background. They ain't know me then, but I'm hot now. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. Life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. I'm faced with a lot of different choices these days. Do a rock and roll Lex account of Blueface. The whole world know my name off a mixtape. I still got the same brothers since 6th grade. G-Wagon red seats, we on Biscayne. Trips to the Florida Keys, we imported these. Thanking God for the life he afforded me. All this jewelry on my body, I could light the hood. I need a brown skinned chick just like Megan Good. Holding up every promise that I ever made. Music in the background, it's a serenade. Been rapping 10 years, boy, this ain't a phase. I paid dues, paid rent, and I stayed the same. I had teardrops running down my face. I've been through a lot, I had real pain. But thank God, cause we really on a better days. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. Life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. What's a life without sacrifice? Sometimes you gotta thank God and just roll the dice. Pacino. Uh-huh.
Come on.
The road to the top is a riddle. What will be my destiny? Money and fame are awaiting, but not enough is raining on me. Maybe I should give it all up. How much more can I take? Out here singing to the heavens. When I gonna get my break? I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. How will I get out of the jungle? Everybody wanna stop me. 10 more steps up the mountain. Now everybody's looking for me. Spend my life in the desert till something changed inside of me. Now I'm flying over oceans. Everybody looking at me. I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Full power, get louder. I'ma get strong, just watch me. Full power, get louder. I'ma get strong, just watch me. Every hour, no doubter. Gonna hear my song, just watch me. Every hour, no doubter. I can run this town. Somebody give me the key. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. No more doubt about me. Oh, I can run this town. Don't you know I got the
Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes. And you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. You're the new MC, you got the remix. Keep it on repeat, just let the beat kick. Everywhere you go, you bring the roof down. Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, yeah, you like it, the way you like it now. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, so good, so fresh. Get up on your feet. Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown.
After an incredibly dominant performance off the back of Overpass from Alliance, we now move our focus to Inferno, which is the pick of Alliance. It's been their stronghold. I used the word fortress early on because it really just has been a map where they've basically been unbeatable as of late. But Johnny Speeds have to prove that Alliance are mortal on this map. Otherwise, they're out of contention from Cup number 3.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, Alliance, I was not familiar with their game on Inferno. These stats, the sea of green on HLTV is actually mental as well. When you think about the only times they've lost in the last 3 months while playing it 22 times, BC Game in a grand finals, Fnatic, but they won the series anyways, and then Iberian Soul on LAN when it was 13-11 decider, while also starting at 9 in the morning.
That's actually insane, those stat lines you just mentioned. There's only 3 teams that have been able to beat them. That even
and it's all close. And it's all close. Yeah. And also like grand finals, consolidation finals, like, you know, these deep events.
Big games, big moments, yeah.
Yeah, they're beating, but what they are doing, beating Foot online, being ESC online, beating BC Game online. Like,
yeah, exactly.
These are big wins, and they're doing so pretty dominantly. If you think about how good they are on this map, how good they were last time, they beat Johnny Speeds 13-4 where they lost the series. This time, they come in with all the wind in their sails. Dude, I think this is going to be quick ASAP type win.
I mean, I'm still a little bit reluctant to just like push all my chips.
Of course, always going to be.
Because, yeah, I mean, we also just saw what happened on Overpass didn't make any sense. So it's like, maybe the same thing could just happen here again. It's just like, we don't have any reason to believe that. It's not like, okay, well, if Johnny Speeds can get a bit more to this player and, you know, they keep working on this, that worked really well. We saw nothing on Overpass. Like, we saw a glimpse from Sapik in the pistol rounds, like the only big individual moments I can recall from the entirety of the previous map out of Johnny Speeds. So, yeah, they certainly have to show up a lot sooner. It took them really long to get going on that first map as well, which they can't afford to happen here as well.
It was also Sapik, his 2 individual moments were basically the only reason why Johnny Speeds got to 5. It was the pistol and also the 1v1 that he won. 1v2 he won at 10-5. So that's like, true. Yeah, really big moments. And then if you look at the CT side for Alliance, whenever they lost, which was only 2 rounds, it was, from my opinion, complacency from Aero and Poi over towards the A-bomb side. It wasn't necessarily that Johnny Speeds did well. I mean, like, Draken did hit some nice shots, sure, but that was the only round that he had any substance to say from, which is super disappointing, as he's had a great tournament. You were praising him, and I think rightfully so. I don't think you were wrong to praise him, but he just hasn't shown up. Super disappointing. Bar for bar, Alliance were way more consistent. They were way more prolific, and as they come onto their safety net of Inferno, it's basically just don't get complacent and make your way into that consolidation final. Get top 3. They made it to the final hurdle last time. They tripped over at the finishing line. They got overtook, but they're doing it the hard way, going through the lower bracket here, basically from the start, from the word go, and they're making a pretty good journey out of it.
When you win this game, you go into the lower bracket final, where you play against the loser between ESC and Sangal.
So Sangal.
It should be Sangal. I think it might be slightly open-ended, but
surely not.
ESC are definitely my favorites to win the competition. But I mean, if Alliance are at this level, they'll definitely give them something.
They've beaten ESC before, like, you know.
All right, yeah, fair. Either way, here we go. Map number 2 underway. Svedje with the Julies in towards apartments. He's got 3 players coming in his direction, rattling off the shots. Not going to connect in any fatal manner. Draken will follow suit. Errors double down on the pistol.
Round over.
Necros towards Archers. They've got full control of the bomb site, and it should be round over indeed.
What's really disappointing for me, just watching these rounds for Johnny Speeds, is that I had such high hopes for them. By the way, are they going for this? Ooh, wait, I'm going to pause my point for a second. I think this one has some legs to it. They've got a smoke and a flash, but no kit. A 3 versus 3. Arvid, he's hearing everything. He's a well-placed microphone. The espionage, ooh, it's almost unsuccessful, but he finally does connect on the headshot. And from all of that information, he's able just to relay it over to his team. He even gets the final kill. So Alliance, okay, they do push it over the line.
Yeah, good start for them here on Inferno. The thing is, for Johnny Speeds, they're not going to win this map because Alliance don't pitch up. Like, Alliance have just looked really good from the word go on Overpass and then from the pistol round here on Inferno. I know it's very early, but I've got no reason to believe that they'll lose this map because they didn't show up. The Alliance will only lose this map if Johnny Speeds have a great game. So that means Johnny Speeds are going to have to show up, right? It's not like they'll just be gifted the red carpet here on Inferno by any stretch of the imagination.
The point I was going to be making was that open land circuit, obviously pre-major, the mad dash, VRS points, etc., etc. Johnny Speeds, I don't know one of them, the Birch Cup this was Gdansk. Yes, Gdansk. It was the one that 9-1, and then X Inner Circle, or like the X9 from 2023 came second. Haha, very funny. Johnny Speeds did amazing. They beat Kono in a best of one. Partisan, they destroyed Kono, by the way. Partisan, who actually had a really good LAN, so that was very impressive. They beat Ents. They beat ESC on LAN and then lost narrowly to 9, who ultimately won the event and then also made the finals of the Fragadelphia Blocktober. A very admirable performance from this Swedish team. You then compare that to Alliance's LAN trips. Okay, they came third at Epic LAN, but top 6 was really the when it got competitive. So top 3 doesn't feel, it's not actually that great. And then when they went to the Urban Riga Open, they lost to Eyeballers and they lost to OG. OG, fair enough. Eyeballers, not so much. So on paper, I was thinking Johnny Speeds on LAN, they look legit. Can they turn that onto online form? So far, it's just like not even remotely.
I mean, not in this game, but generally in some of their other matches, they have been decent online. There was a really good win streak from them in the past 2 weeks kind of thing. Force by here just flat in its face, just not even a single kill, not even one frag for Johnny Speeds. But yeah, I think that you would always want to be better on LAN in general, except when you aren't really playing on LAN too frequently. Like a tier 1 team, tier 1.5, you always want to be a LAN team at that point. But I think tier 2 and below, it's almost maybe better to be an online team with how much of the circuit gets played online at that level of the competition.
Yes and no, because VRS is like, you want to be winning on LAN. Winning online doesn't just quite have that same substance. Obviously, it does matter, but winning on LAN is like the do or die for VRS. So it's kind of like yes and no.
I feel like the lion's share of your games are going to be online, though.
Yeah, well, like, look at Ecstatic. They don't really play. Ecstatic don't play online that much.
If you can get yourself in that position where you can turn down most of the online invitations, then that's ideal. But that is
not everyone's there, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of want to break into like the top 30 ideally for that, I think. Anyway, an anti-eco for Alliance should be an easy third round added to their tally. Who's going to be the player to break the mold for Johnny Speeds on Inferno? That's my question, because as history suggests, Alliance have got this written all over it. But like you say, probably look at someone like Draken, Lekro as well, maybe the 2 experienced guys.
Ooh. Yeah, it has to be Draken, right? I don't think it has to be. Something that I haven't mentioned really at all was actually my love for Heap. One of the Alonso brothers. I think there's 3 of them that play competitively Counter-Strike from his family.
The others?
Like they play in like Swedish scene. Only reason I know is because they took my elo. And I was playing with a Swedish guy and he explained to me. But Heap back in 2022 on like Dignitas and then subsequently Fnatic, I was so hot on him. I was thinking, like, I'd heard so many great things. His individual form was just really terrific, in my opinion. And then we're here almost 4 years later, and it's like, oh, he's actually gone down, if anything. And that individual form, I'm not really seeing it anymore, which is really disappointing. Like, they almost made the major on Dignitas with Holzerk and then, like, Freiburg, wasn't it, right? So he was this young gun, young buck, and now he's got that tenure, and I don't know, it kind of lost the flair a little bit for me right now.
Yeah, he was touted as like the next big thing to come out of Sweden.
Because he was great. He was so good.
I know. I feel like his first bullet accuracy, his mechanics in general were always very exciting. Does feel like it's been underwhelming, and not just like in the past few months, but for a while, right? So, and it does suck a little bit, I'm afraid, but not to say that can't change. How old is he at this point? guessing.
If you wanted the round, I'm searching.
That's true. There's a round going on right now, and I'm just waiting on your response. It's Twist and
25.
Arvid to find opening kills. Okay, not far from the mark there, but Alliance, they've been on the mark from the word go. My goodness, this is a devastating gun round coming through from them, playing on the front foot in towards Banana, finding the opening kills, and then they don't have to overcommit. However, the door has been closed in on them here by Svedjahed.
Yeah. They seem to be aware of this possibility, though. Like, Upe and Twist are fixated on the flank. However, I've seen this many, many a time where players, they look like they're aware, and then it comes to bite at them. Regardless, though, because of Svedhead's positioning, it's allowed for the remaining two players to rotate towards B. Svedhead and activate. Upe gets caught off guard. Exactly what I was saying. Aware up until, well, the worst moment. Issue is, as soon as they realize that Svedhead is behind them, they probably know that those players are on the back of the bomb site, and then they get annihilated.
I mean, Draken does miss a really important shot there as well, which certainly does prove to be costly, because if he gets that kill on the first player pushing through, it's a lot more difficult for Johnny Speeds at that point. But because he's able to get across, then the rest of the players flood on in, they start to just drop utility on him, and it just looks awful at that point. It's going to be another round going the way of Alliance, opening up 4-0, creeping closer and closer to that lower bracket final. I'm on the Alliance hype train. I want to see them win Cup number 3, man.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a bit of revenge.
Yeah, it's even just that I like an underdog story. You know, ESC would be the favorites. I really like this team, the composition, how hard they've worked, the progress that they've made. I think that they deserve that shot. I mean, obviously, there'll be 4 teams competing in the regional finals. We've got Parivision and BC Game already. Then one of Alliance, Johnny Speed, Sangel, ESC. Then obviously one more cup. You get 4 teams into a single elimination playoff bracket. Winner plays winner in a BO5 Grand Final. Winner of that into Pro League. That's ultimately what this is all about.
Yeah, so this is a closed qualifier for a closed qualifier for Pro League Stage 1.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite.
One good thing to note, teams can win this multiple times. Rare Atom have, Semperfi have. That means, so when you get to that regional finals, it's ordinarily a best of 3 semi-finals into a best of 5 grand finals. What Rare Atom have done now, because they've won 2, is they instantly go to the best of 5 grand finals. If you win 3, you get a map advantage in that best of 5. If you win all 4, you win.
Even have to play
you just
the finals,
qualify. Yeah,
straight up get the spot. But that can't happen for any of the teams, I don't think, right? Like, there's at least more than one team. Or Semperfi.
What's Semperfi happened? Because I saw them. I swear they're winning everything. So they won Cup 3.
They definitely are. But have they won Cups 1 and 2 as well?
Yeah. So they've got a map advantage in that best of 5 at a minimum.
If they win Cup 4, then they just straight up qualify, as we were saying. Force buy, no, not a force buy, just a half investment here from Johnny Speeds, and it's actually going alright for now. There's only one player in on this B bomb site though, in Alliance. They don't really have the luxury of waiting for the smoke to fade before they make a play. They're trying to set themselves up here. Arvid has an HE to break the smoke open as well. Johnny Speed's now starting to make the rotations happen. And Alliance have taken quite long to kind of get themselves in line here. Spots out the player towards the back of the bomb site. How long can he hold on for?
Not very long, apparently. So, he falls down. That means it's the advantage for Alliance. And in the blink of an eye, from a 4 versus 3, Svedhead is all by himself. Era tap of the bomb. It's like they know. Alliance, super duper aware. I think they might have seen Svedhead over the top of the smoke when Era jumped off the first oranges, but that's just so aware from Alliance. Even though they're playing from a man disadvantageous position, everyone hits their shots, everyone plays correctly, and they're just overperforming in this Swedish derby right now.
Yeah, they absolutely are. I mean, it's not even a contest up until this point. It's been one-way traffic on the Swedish highway, and it's named after Alliance at this point. Again, Poi looking to try and play on the front foot in towards Banana, which has been a theme of these rounds so far. Looking to try and take that fight to Johnny Speeds. Incendiary will dissipate, and Poi will progress forward even further. He doesn't have any support. Neither does Sapik, though. So, been left with a big job on his shoulders. A lot of responsibility put on Mr. Sapik. Oh, he's going to go through this. You can see the flash. Oh, never mind. They don't set up the flash. I thought he was going to be...
I'll be more methodical about it.
Yeah, which I like that. Don't get complacent just because you're leading, right? Take your time, cross your T's, dot your I's, and you'll get the control anyway without risking his life.
I do have one slight issue though with this round. It's a minute left on the clock. There's 2 smokes, a flash, and a nade, and Alliance don't even have top brackets control. And Draken's going to confirm that with a pretty vital kill. There is only 1 defender towards B though. This smoke impedes Johnny Alliance's progression, however, and because of that, it's allowing Heap to rotate over. So if there was a worry in this round, it would have been Alliance going through that smoke and just taking the 4v1. Still though, it's a little bit worrisome that there are only 2 defenders, and Heap does bring over a smoke, but they're just going to go ahead of this. No, he drops it more of a defensive, so him and his teammates can play around it.
Yeah, Heap is looking for a fight. He finds one, but Twister comes out on top, and they pre-fire Sappic. Great work from Alliance, despite the fact they're down by a man. Still able to find a foothold in on the speed bomb site. Lekro peppering the smoke. It's going to be Poi who goes through, though. In between the bursts, that's just round over. If you're Draken and Svedge ahead, you have no option but to head for the hills at this point. 6 rounds of Counter-Strike played on Inferno. 6 rounds won by Alliance. Not even many kills picked up for Johnny Speeds, man. They got, what, 5, 7, 8, 9. 9 kills in 6 rounds. It's not even 2 kills a round across the team, mate. And again, look at how well-rounded Alliance are. It's the same thing that we got out of them on Overpass, right? It's not like it was one guy that was having a lifer and he ended the map like 27 for 5 or something like that. It was the entire team chipping in and contributing. As it is here again.
Oh. No! Slam dunk. 3-pointer from cross courts. I don't know basketball.
Okay, you were doing well. You shouldn't have stopped there. You were on something.
Actually, that's a lie. I actually do know basketball. I used to live with Americans who loved watching it, and we'd stay up most nights and watch it. So I'm trying to I'm trying to cover my tracks, but I'm actually just a fraud.
Okay, well, good job exposing yourself at that point.
Hey, honesty, you know, we love a man who's self-observant. Anyways, if I'm Johnny Speeds, my self-observation would be that I got an opening kill, and even though there were 2 players on that B-bomb site, and even though I actually had top brackets control, I decided to only send 1 player to rotate over, who also had no utility, and those 2 players don't get naught. Plus, the AWP gets dropped at the end of the round, so they don't go for the retake, and they don't save into the next round. So, Johnny Speeds, this is rough.
Yeah, this is brutal. It felt like they were quite slow to commit to the rotations there, right? After they get the kill in top mid, you feel like, okay, there's no further pressure coming through from the T side. You should probably just immediately rotate 2 players at that point. It's kind of predictable that the T side don't really have any other options besides just breaching through Banana into that B site. And it's been a big hallmark of Alliance's success. In fact, outside of the pistol, have they ended A in any of these rounds?
No, it's just been the B execute simulator.
Worked the trick so far. Now it's where you get to the point where they've kind of conditioned Johnny Speeds. Oh, Freddy. Oh, this is where the wheels could come off very, very quickly. They're going for the 4 spy. Do you back this decision?
I think if I'm Johnny Speeds, it's been a pretty depressing series, and you're just throwing anything, the whole kitchen sink, and seeing what's going to come out on the other side. He has been naded, he's been mollowed, and he won't even get past. Upe hits the headshot anyway, so the util doesn't even matter. So he just gets decapitated. So it's an opening kill for Lions, and if Johnny Speeds can get the 5 versus 4 while having better weaponry, I don't think a 4v5 with worse weaponry is going to cut it.
Yeah, I know it does kind of feel that way indeed. I mean, I'm just thinking, if you go down 7-0, then you get your gun round, maybe then there's still enough time to kind of salvage the half, but if you go with these 4 spies persistently, then and you aren't able to get one of them across the line, it just could be game over from here. Let's see, Crossfire set up in towards middle. Svedgehead and Draken going to have to combine. Draken steps out though, going to cost him his life. It's now all on Svedgehead. The last line of defense, the last bastion of hope here to lay down the law. Era doesn't get the instant trade. Svedgehead able to fall back into the bomb site. Now it's decision-making time for Johnny Speed. Do they go back to join up with Poi? Or do they continue to go A? It looks like it's going to be the former.
Poi, starting to make some space.
He's actually re-emerged in middle. I like that a lot.
Okay. Wait, Svedhead could deny bomb? No, it's already tucked around the corner. Knows that Era's still hanging around in second mid, but the Orpa's patient. Doesn't want to overplay his hand. Needs to be careful he doesn't get corner timing. And yeah, as you can see, he's very conscious and aware of all the surrounding parts that he could be swung from. And he actually gets caught going into apartments by Doghouse. But he gets in. And then he just swings and quick scopes. Bye, Svedhead. A good round, but your teammates let you down. Do people still call that Doghouse by stairs?
Honestly, I've never heard it called that in my life.
So before in Go, there was
that dog
like
that was like scratching itself. You would just hear that like scratching noise, right?
Oh, it'd be like barking, like by the fence. It was a fence. It was like a gate, and you could hear it like barking.
I don't remember that. I just remember like that scratching sound, like a dog scratching itself, but who the hell knows? Look at this from Lekro, trying to change up the pace here, change up the dynamic, and it may have worked. The trick himself and Draken combined. They get 3 kills for the price of 1. Much better start here for Johnny Speeds, and a much needed one at that as well.
Okay, so Draken, he thought, what?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, okay. I was just going to say...
This used to be a primary AWPer. So.
Yeah, bro, Twist actually, he's slept on with how good he is individually, because he is the leader. And I think people sleep on how good he actually can be. Draken, though, he got an opening kill before in a round, but that wasn't enough. So this time around, he goes, fine, I'll just kill everyone. So can you do that a few more times?
Yeah, that would be the doctor's order of the day, I reckon. Fantastic round from Draken. Twist is going to probably bunker down and save the AWP. That makes the most sense, but they've got a lot of money, so maybe you try and see if you can get a few more kills before the end of the round. I just favor the save at this point, though, especially when you're down on 6 health, AWP, armor, a few pieces of utility. Yeah, he's so dead. Svedgehead, not actually going to commit to the push. The problem is, Twist might think that he has a path onto the A bomb site now by hearing those footsteps, and then Draken's just posted on the angle. I think he is going to try and run onto the site with the bomb. No, actually, never mind. Okay, couldn't have read that wrong any more incorrectly from my side. In the meantime, Johnny Speed's on the board. The problem is, like, how replicable is that?
I don't...
Thing is, like, you can't just run that strap back again and expect it to have the same sort of results. Like,
it's certainly a one-off.
Yeah, it's like a once a half kind of thing.
And it does, like, you know, in this instance, it works out. Their gimmick gives them paves the way. And that's, like, the whole point of the gimmicks, is that you get the opening from them. Draken, lucky to get around the corner and lucky to find the kill. Poi has been on fire, even though he's got 5 kills in this map individually. He's been on smoke. I kind of actually would have maybe even favored him to win out that duel. But once again, it's Draken to not only get the opener, but to secure a multi-kill, secure a 2-man advantage. A somewhat similar round to the last. But this time, it's in more of a default setting, which would give me more belief about the future of Johnny Speeds on this defense. However, they're not out of the woods just yet. As Era, it's his time to shine. Issue is, he's only got 1 before he's been dropped. Upe, super aware of Svedhead. He was waiting. He was waiting for the pit player to walk into his crosshair, and when he did, he loses the duel.
Harvard will get one back, but now they know exactly where he is, and Sapic's going to end up with the bomb and his guys as well. So this one's just about trying to inflict as much damage as possible. And it'll be Heap to finish off the job. Johnny Speeds string consecutive rounds together as they start the fight back, but there's a long road back from here. But the good news is that there is a road. They found the path. They were just out in the wilderness. They were lost. It was raining. It was getting dark. There was some like wolves howling in the distance. It seemed like it was so over for them, but they have found a path that could lead them back.
Lions just have so much money though. It's actually kind of mental. The bank balance that they are able to fall back on. Three towards B once more.
Johnny Speeds have to do this on hard mode, right? Because
yeah,
buy in and buy out here. They start to get subsidized by the round loss bonus. And I like this explosivity and towards top mid coming through from Johnny Speeds. Excuse me, from Alliance right now. Could catch Johnny Speeds off. Lekra does well to get a kill and then get out of dodge.
Look at Sapek coming from Banana. Oh, caught in transition. Era, this orb. Spot Stracken going into Underpass. They know he's here. He's trapped. If they kill him, they have a free and open B bomb site, and Arvid confirms his positioning and confirms the kill. B open for the taking, but instead of rushing willy-nilly, Alliance freeze. They play patiently, they hold for the rotations, and they're rewarded for that patience. Now Shvedhead, they've had to deal with him before, and they'll deal with him once more. Heap, who had rotated over to try and defend that vacant bomb site, is now a fooled man.
Genuinely brilliant decision-making coming through from Alliance here in this round. Not getting overly excited after they figure out Draken's in Underpass. Not overcommitting into the B bomb site after they get the kill on him, because Heap had already gotten ahead of that with the rotation. They recognize that Johnny Speeds are probably going to have to rotate, so Eric just posts on the angle. Probably shouldn't expect Heap in this corner though. No, certainly not. So at least that's an orb for him to carry over into the next, inflicting some extra damage, but the round will go the way of Alliance as they get back to winning ways.
Is Heap gonna survive?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay,
this
they're
isn't
all
gonna
good.
overcommit ya. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
Just flirting with it. Just a bit of a tease there, showing some ankle. Never hurt no one. There we go, round number 11. At least Johnny Speeds are able to eke out all of the weapons that they would want. Look at this from Alliance though, it's relentless.
So confident.
Boy is the boss of Banana.
Got fire pot as well. Just immune apparently, somehow survives. So Sapek's the one to die, but Heap's the one that was low HP from the util. Issue is in the meantime, Upe's died on the extremity. So Johnny Speed, a lot of map control, and it forces Alliance to rethink their decisions. Push and pull mechanics being placed into this round for the city side. And Arvid, head spotted. Lekro, been a slow day in the office, but that's the advantage his team needs. And now, Alliance, they have to go towards B, but the rotation is here to support Heap.
Yeah, Heap is also in a good position to at least get a kill before he goes down. You don't mind just trading your way to the finish line if you're Johnny Speeds. And there we go, Heap able to get a kill and then drop off the ledge as well. This one should be cooked, I'm afraid. Bomb plants at a minimum, a bit of extra pocket change going into the next round, but there shouldn't be any feasible way to win it from here.
I've seen Era do despicable things. The Orp's holding him CT, so if he peeks out of triple once more, he's a dead man walking. Holding for this double swing. Heap and Shvedhead playing together. Lekro coming up from Banana. Time's ticking.
Oh,
there are kits.
Collateral.
But Era. Flash coming over. I don't think it's going to blind him, but that Moller's going to force him out. Orp doesn't connect. Era blocked on his teammate. Poi hits the one tap, but on 14 HP, he has to somehow kill 3. Bomb. Oh my god, is there enough time? No way! They didn't get to it! And they're all gonna go down with the ship. Draken survives with the orb, but Alliance, they pull defeat out of the hat. How have they won that?
They've snatched victory from the jaws of defeat there. I have no idea. I mean, Johnny Speeds have just taken too long to set themselves up on this retake. They were waiting for the molly to come through from the banana play, and it works the trick. It does exactly what they were hoping it would. That was a 4 versus 2, though. A lot of respect being offered up there. Too much time being taken by Johnny Speeds, and that must just be a back-breaking round, right? I mean, if that had happened in the first map really early on in the series, you probably can overcome something like that. But when you lose map 113-5, you're so far behind in map number 2 in a really important game against your local regional rivals, that could completely shatter Johnny Speeds, man.
I think there's so much competition right now in Sweden as of who's the best team, because all of a sudden eyeballs are starting to play really legit CS, right? Like it genuinely is competitive, and then you have this head-to-head. And even though Johnny Speeds may have come out on top previously in this tournament, it's Alliance who are doing it in the most important of times. Metasport as well, where Male 09's gone. That forces a Johnny Speeds rebuild. But a 10-2
heroic, the Swedish team
I mean,
as well.
is that, like, it doesn't count, right? Because it's like, that's just better. Like, they're just, you know, they are obviously better. So it's
just an international team as well. Like, you can't count that, I don't think, as like a Swedish team.
No.
Either way, Svedge ahead going back to the apartments.
Caught off guard again.
He's going to get caught off. Yeah. A bit of a problem for him, a reoccurring one. Johnny Speeds, though, what's been a problem for them is this B bomb site has been hemorrhaging throughout the half.
Draken's rotating over. It's a 3 versus 4. CT smoke. A little bit late. Draken, though, can't assist. Lekro only good for 1. A marvelous double entry from Poi, and he's just going forward. Okay, thinks better of it. But if Johnny Speeds can't do a 4 versus 2 retake, I'm not feeling very confident about this 2 versus 2.
They have to find a way to make it work. It's non-negotiable. They can't afford to suffer back-to-back 10-2 halves on Overpass and now into Inferno. Poi trying to use the smoke that was thrown by the CT side against them. Draken takes the attention. Era and Poi take their lives, and with that, Alliance go up 10-2 again.
Ira and Poi shatter the hopes and dreams for Johnny Speeds. Back-to-back rounds with massive advantages for the retake swindled. And now because of that, Alliance go onto the CT side with a identical 10-2 half they had on Overpass. It looks like they will be making and taking one step closer forward to the grand finals, looking for revenge. Unless this T-side has something to say about it, but it's Upe, sharp shooting, laser focus with this USP, takes 2 down. Poi,
Oh no, come on, you can do it, bro.
that just
Oh!
sums everything up. In the meantime, Upe found a third before he drops. I think Shvedhead's performance really just, that resonates with how Johnny Speeds have been just this series.
It's the perfect allegory, I'm afraid, man. Oh, goodness, how did Poi get out of there? 4v2, Bomb in full control of the CT side. Lekro and Svedgehead have to try and make some sort of a miracle happen. I mean, I really did want to have some belief just for the sake of believing coming into this and say, you know, Draken had that speech in the break now to try and rally the boys, and okay, maybe Lekro giving them a chance. Svedgehead will eventually actually get that kill on Poi, and he brings it down to a 1v1. It's the level-headed twists against the live wire Svedgehead, and it'll be the veteran who comes out on top, and surely that is the final nail in the coffin if it wasn't hammered in already.
Because the issue we saw on map 1 was that even when the pistol round was won on the advantageous CT side of Overpass, even then, with the first gun round, it wasn't enough. So they had to do a lot more than just win one gun round. And here, I don't even know if they're going to get onto a full buy, as it's just going to be 4 spies after 4 spies. Alliance 2 rounds away from going through to the consolidation final, facing up against the loser of either Sangal and ESC. And if they want to make it to the final, they play the winner of whatever that game was. And if they finally win out in the finals, they go through to the regional qualifier for a spot at ESL Pro League. But the best teams in the European Tier 2 circuit will be there to challenge them.
They completely deserve that shot and that opportunity, considering how well they've played here and throughout the bracket in general. Going to be a 4 spy from Johnny Speeds with a hero AK in play on Heap, and he will be able to make good of it initially. Going to get past errors. Auto shotty though, he's going to get his gun back out. He will just in time. Looked like a dink on Heap, and it only does 50 damage. That's crazy. Heap with the perfect crosshair placement will at least affect the trade, and the 4 spy looks like it has some legs to it.
Oh my god, was that a 1-tab? Okay, Lekro, sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game. Now that is spicy, but unfortunately it's come out a little bit too late.
It does feel that way, but like I was saying before, the players rudely interrupted my my comment with some play-by-play that was necessary in the pistol, is that you want to believe that like Draken and Lekro had the super inspirational speech in that little halftime break that we had, like rallying the troops, getting everybody believing, getting them back and invested into the game, and they lose the pistol, but they've won the 4 spy back. Now have a look at this investment from the CT side. They haven't gone all in entirely. They also haven't fully saved, and what this means, you lose this round, you save, and the gun round afterwards is going to have all the bells and all the whistles, and it means they've just kind of sacrificed Kevlar but still have upgraded pistols. I kind of like this middle ground.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Furia buy-esque. Last time I saw this happen,
MP9s.
yeah, I guess it's kind of the same methodology though, right? You're not investing, but you can still do damage.
That's true. It is along that like ideology. That is true.
I think what I've seen teams do a lot is when they do this, they then just buy Deagles next round anyways, and it kind of, to me, defeats the purpose a little bit, so...
If they buy down to like 18, 1900, then that would make no sense, yeah.
I see that happen more than I would not.
I do like the option here to also just go for the gamble stack. Makes sense in this sort of a round, and you just bunker down if they don't come your way. And then there's no need to buy any Deagles in the next, because you'll just have all of them.
Yeah. Nine rounds it would be in a row if Johnny Speeds wanted to even up the scoreline consecutively. They've already got 1. They're about to have a second, so It's only seven.
What reason
it's
do
only
we
seven in a
have to
row.
believe outside like pure delusion? Is there any?
Let
Have we
Crow-
seen anything we can try and like latch onto?
Let Crow just hit some really nice shots.
Okay, listen, I'll take anything at this point, man. I'll take anything at this point, whatever we can get.
Let Crow just did him dirty. That should just be the round right there.
Gonna have to do a lot more than that. I mean, this is gonna be nice and easy. Johnny Speeds will get a fourth. Fifth should be ripe for the taking as well. Unicorn round. Gonna be the bomb explosion with all 10 players left alive, unless Poi does peek out. I don't want him to though, because he's got Kevlar. Oh, they've now spotted him. Poi has kind of ventured out a bit further than his teammates. Doesn't look like it's gonna cost him his life though.
It's a unicorn round.
There we go, yeah, indeed. See, where do they keep their finances now? Surely you just hang around this level. They shouldn't be buying up much more than what they've got already. Yeah, this is the right call. This is absolutely the right decision. They're going to have all the rifles and all the utility. We know how vital utility is in the CT side of Inferno. So this is good decision making from them. Good, responsible financial decision making, something that I'm not quite familiar with myself.
No, I don't tend to do that. Also, Alliance are not competing in Cup 4. So this is their do or die.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man, that's actually crazy.
sorry, just as that. Yeah, Johnny Speeds will be.
Okay, at least.
Yeah, it feels like it seems like evidently a lot of teams have turned it down from the people that have been invited. Like it's gone down to the kind of top 80, top 75 of Europe VRS. So a lot of people have
Send me
said
a
no
link
to
to that one, please.
Yeah,
Drop me
get
a
one.
line.
9 Boom Pro are going. Anyways, though, hold on a second. Hero's just got a nade kill. 3 kills over towards this B bomb site. It's a 3 versus 2 retake. No kit and only armor on Era. Bombs not even being planted yet, bear in mind. And there's rifles to be collected. Upe and Arvid are coming from the flank. That's an AK. And Aero's just taken all the attention. Heap is staring, but Heap's on low HP. Flash through. Spray is so ropey, but he eventually connects. Lekro, it's his time in the limelight. There's been so many clutches on the back of this bomb site. It's time for Lekros, but Arvid, with 30 HP, no armor, no problem, shatters his hopes and dreams.
That is brutality on the timeline from Alliance. I mean, what a way to get themselves up to map and series points against all odds on an eco round nonetheless. Great Deegs landed the nade kill from Era. Flash was perfect. It had to be right with how woofy that spray was there from Arvid. Thankfully, it was like a full 4-second flashbang there that had blinded the player up. We're going to show it again here. Kill comes through. Great attempt from Lekra. I actually was watching that thinking he's going to get that last kill as well, but denied. And now they need 8 in a row to force overtime. Good luck. You're not going to have fun.
Hey, you can be a believer. I don't mind. Sorry. Just the instant double nade as well onto Draken and Sapek. They have a combination of 46 HP. See, I can do maths. Yeah, this is a rough one. Lekro, he's hit some nice shots on this T side. But unfortunately, I think it's really going to matter.
Yeah, it feels like Alliance should be able to trip over the finish line from here, honestly. They've been so impressive from start to finish. They haven't won this game just because Johnny Speeds haven't been good. They have been outrageously good. Phenomenal. Pick whichever superlative you want.
They're going to go towards A as well. Johnny Speeds. And guess what? Even though Alliance don't even necessarily have the information, they've got 4 players here. Era's rotated with the AWP. He's posted on long. Sapek is going to be moving over towards B, and he is. He's got a Molo though, so like I don't really know what he can do. And Arvid's just spotted Fed head. The smokes are coming. The execute's going to come through. There's 30 seconds. There's only 2 flashbangs, 2 molos. Era is going to get smoked off. They're wrapping around long, but there's no pressure towards short. So these A defenders can just stand and fire upon them as they come around the corner. Now, the low HP players from the very beginning are just walking to their grave. An utter domination on both Overpass and Inferno. That is a ridiculous result for Alliance, who previously lost to Johnny Speeds in the upper brackets.
Yeah, what a way to get revenge over them, right? And last time they played against each other on Inferno, it was 13-4 as well, off the back of, again, a 10-2 half. They emulated that here today when it mattered the most. That is crazy. Because, I mean, they showed that they were able to right their wrongs on Overpass, but Johnny Speeds weren't able to match that on Inferno. They suffered the exact same scoreline this time round. Alliance into that lower bracket final, and we're down to just 3 teams left in Cup number 3.
Things are starting to get very spicy. Big commiserations for Johnny Speeds. They have the 4th iteration of the European ESL Challenger Cup to fall back on, and they have had a pretty impressive run. A win against Partizan, no slouch, even though they have just signed Nopsy, and I'm pretty sure he's actually got a fever right now, which he was posting about, so that's unfortunate. But Johnny Speeds on a upward trajectory, making playoffs and taking big scalps in online tournaments, while also having that backing of a pretty good LAN debut affair with this squad, which is also, as a core, pretty fresh. Like Heap, Letgro, and Shvedhead all have joined since basically like the summer break, but also belated and not all together. So this Johnny Speeds roster is really exciting. And are we seeing the rise of Swedish Counter-Strike back again? Like Eyeballers, they're playing sick.
I love that.
Alliance are here. Heroic, you know, screw it. They're Swedish. And Johnny Speeds now. And Metasport still, right?
Yeah, no, it is cool to see that there are a number of teams that are kind of trending in the right direction, but I just can't really brush over what an impressive performance that was from Alliance from start to finish. They just looked like they pitched up today and they meant business. There was not a single moment where they kind of looked lackadaisical or they're just going through the motions. Everything was done with intent, conviction, and supreme confidence. The calls were on point, the teamwork, the trading, the game plan. It was just phenomenal, and that's one of the best performances I've seen from Alliance since the inception of this org in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's only upward trajectory for the Alliance roster, but who will they be meeting? That is the main question. Sangal versus ESC. That's going to be played out tomorrow, same time, same place. And then by Monday, we'll have crowned our 3rd champion. However, we're not done for the night. We've still got South America. We've still got North America on the ESL Challenger Season 50 broadcast. Come back in about 2 hours. That was quite a quick game. 2 hours for Red Canids versus Dusty Roots. That is the upper bracket final, as in South America, they've already put it down to 3 teams. Gaming Gladiators, Dusty Roots, and Red Canids, they are all fighting for their first trophy. So it's going to be an exhilarating game. Thank you very much, Hayes, for joining us. I'll be on later on South America. Not you, but love you lots, and I'll see you guys then.
ESL presents ESL Challenger League in partnership with Intel, Acer Predator, DHL, and Qiddiya.
I'll keep going till my feet calm below. I'll keep going till my feet calm below. I'll keep going till my feet calm below. I'll keep going till my I'll keep going till my I'll keep go till my my speaker calm. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. Till my speaker calm. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low.
Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been testing so much, all these wrestlers nice. All these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of all my feet when I touch the ground. Front of 8 at Beijing, man, ain't know the sound. I know I made mistakes, but my mama proud. Fans scream my lyrics out in the background. They ain't know me then, but I'm hot now. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. Life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. I'm faced with a lot of different choices these days. Do a rock and roll Lex account of Blueface. The whole world know my name off a mixtape. I still got the same brothers since 6th grade. G-Wagon red seats, we on Biscayne. Trips to the Florida Keys, we imported these. Thanking God for the life he afforded me. All this jewelry on my body, I could light the hood. I need a brown skinned chick just like Megan Good. Holding up every promise that I ever made. Music in the background, it's a serenade. Been rapping 10 years, boy, this ain't a phase. I paid dues, paid rent, and I stayed the same. I had teardrops running down my face. I've been through a lot, I had real pain. But thank God, cause we really on the better days. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. What's a life without sacrifice? Sometimes you gotta thank God and just roll the dice. Pacino.
The road to the top is a riddle. What will be my destiny? Money and fame are awaiting, but not enough is raining on me. Maybe I should give it all up. How much more can I take? Out here singing to the heavens. When I gonna get my break? I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. How will I get out of the jungle? Everybody wanna stop me. 10 more steps up the mountain. Now everybody's looking for me. Spend my life in the desert till something changed inside of me. Now I'm flying over oceans. Everybody looking at me. I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. Full power, get louder. I'ma get strong, just watch me. Full power, get louder. I'ma get strong, just watch me. Every hour, no doubter. Gonna hear my song, just watch me. Every hour, no doubter. I can run this town. Somebody give me the key. I can run this town. Oh, I can run this town. No more doubt about me. I can run this town. Don't you know I got the
Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes. And you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. You're the new MC, you got the remix. Keep it on repeat, just let the beat kick. Everywhere you go, you bring the roof down. Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, yeah, you like it, the way you like it now. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, so good, so fresh. Get up on your feet. Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown.